I do a joke, I do a bit in my stand-up that I say I wish my girlfriend makes me bento boxes. And now she does! So sometimes you just have to badger someone with stand-up until they do something. What's up, GQ? It's Jimmy O Yang, and these are my essentials. One of my essentials is this matcha set. I bring it everywhere with me, to set, at home, anywhere we travel to, because I don't really drink coffee. It gets me too... Great. I have multiples of these at home. When I travel, I take one on my trailer and I make myself a fresh matcha every morning. It gets a little bit of caffeine, but it's also a nice meditative thing to do to whisk it. I don't drink coffee, it gets me too jittery. I feel like I can't get into my character a lot of times when I drink coffee and I can't sleep at night. So matcha is an absolute essential for me. And everywhere I go, I always ask for a cup of hot water, whether it's from Crafty or whatever. Now I'm like kind of doing what my mom does. Like she'll go into Olive Garden and ask for a glass of hot water. I don't know how older Asian people especially do it, like piping hot 120-degree water, just chugging it, right? Just mouth of steel. My temp is about 80, 85 max, I would say. This is one of my favorite essentials. It's my bento box set that my girlfriend got for me. She lovingly packs me a lunch every day because on set with catering, sometimes the food is a little heavy. It's kind of a bit of a crapshoot. So let's see what we have in here. Oh, we got some crab fried rice here today. I think this is soup. This is shrimp tom yum soup. I mean, come on, guys. You don't get this on set. This is absolutely essential to have a good meal that's not too heavy. And it's also portion control, because if there's food in front of me, I'm gonna eat it. So if there's a whole catering portion of food, I'm gonna eat all of it. And then after lunch, I just would not be able to perform. The bento box is totally essential. And one of my essentials that I'm already wearing is these shoes that I discovered. They're like tiny little rain boots that doesn't have a whole boot. They're just rubber shoes. I love gardening with them at first. Me and my girlfriend both bought a pair. And also we wear the same shoe size, so we're very blessed that we can just interchange our shoes. Yeah, these are beautiful. Look at the color. It's by this brand called SeaVee. We just saw it at a store in Santa Barbara when we were like in the midst of wine tasting. So this was definitely like a drunken purchase, but it has been the best pair of shoes so far. It's better than any slides. It's like a real pair of shoes. It's comfortable to drive in, good for the rain, and started as gardening shoes, and now I just wear it everywhere, even for a GQ interview. And for my emotional support essential, I got this guy. My Tato Potato Squeezy Tato. Look at this. It's a stress relief potato, and it's this super cute, I think, Japanese thing called Tato. His name is T-A-Y-T-O Tato. So I've been collecting a lot of different Tato things. This is like my Hello Kitty. It's super cute and squishy, and whenever, I'm frustrated or like stressed, I just squeeze him a couple times. I think everyone should have their version of a squishy, squeezable Tato. Look at him. He's so cute. I didn't name him anything. When your name is already perfect, why name you anything? His name is just Tato. Beat that. Another essential that I take everywhere with me is this craft gun massage gun. I mean, there's many brands out there. I particularly love this because it's a smaller startup. I actually waited like 3 months on a Kickstarter to get this thing. It's really cool. It switches and it's really powerful. And just after a tough day, whether it's doing stand-up or in this new show I'm doing, I might have a couple fight scenes for you guys. You gotta get your body right, and it just feels really good. This one has a good reach. You can go behind. We also have a smaller Theragun, like the baby travel size one that my girlfriend loves, because this one's a little too intense. Honestly, it's so powerful. I only have it on the first setting. I never get it on the third setting. It's just kind of like too crazy. But it's definitely one of my essentials to keep my body right for the rare times that I do work out. Yeah, my tightest spot on my body is my shoulder blades. I want to make sure I get a gun that's long enough and it has good enough reach to hit that. You see, like it's like pounding cement. It's so stiff and hard on that part. That is probably doing some spinal damage to me. I'm not sure. A lot of times after I do a big show and stand up, or even after I wake up from like a stressful night, I always have to tell myself to relax my jaws. Like I feel like I'm always like clenching my jaw, and I didn't even realize how much stress I had on it. So maybe they should start making one of these that's small enough, just a baby one for your face and jaw, Yeah, I think they call that a vibrator. I think everyone should have one of these in a household. It's 枇杷膏. It's something I grew up with in Hong Kong. It's like a throat-coating medicine syrup. It's a lot of herbs in it. It's actually great for voiceovers. One of my favorite actors, friends, and one of the most brilliant voiceover actors, my friend Ben Schwartz. He's the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. I've always had this in my house, right? But he was the one that told me to take it before and after voiceover jobs. So the word has gotten out outside the Chinese community, into the voiceover community, and now hopefully to the world and the fashion world in GQ. 清培枇杷膏 is the brand and the name of this. 止咳發痰好, that means cough suppressant and dispersing of mucus. That was actually a commercial in Hong Kong. Yeah, it rhymes. Flonase. I need it every day. Just a couple spritz inside the nostrils. Got me feeling right, you know what I mean? I actually used to get a lot of strep throat, a lot of sore throats, and I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor. Even as an adult, when I was like 30 years old, I'm like, maybe I need my tonsils out. And he was like, that's a procedure you should really avoid. How about you just try Flonasing for 2-3 months straight? Don't skip a day. Don't only Flonase when you need it. Flonase every day. And then all my sore throats went away. And this is not a commercial for Big Pharma. This is just something that works for me. We need medical disclaimers. Don't let a comedian tell you to use Flonase. Interesting. I think growing up in Hong Kong and China, allergy wasn't a big concept. And now coming to America, I'm like, oh, a lot of my ailments were just allergies, you know? But I don't know. I don't know which culture is actually correct. Because now you have people that are deathly ill with a flu. And they're just like, oh no, just allergies, man. I'm totally cool being at this party. So I don't trust that either. This is one of my essentials. What is it? It's a drink. It's called Wang Lao Gut or Wang Lao Ji in Mandarin. And it's literally $1 for this whole pack. And if you open it, there's these little packs. And then you can make a little tea. It's a little sweet herbal tea. It doesn't have any caffeine or anything, I don't think. There's hot and cold, you know, in Chinese culture. This is more cooling. So if you eat too much fried food, too much hot sauce, you want some of this to cool you down. So this is what I do after lunch. To me, it's almost like a Chinese digestif. And it's better than, you know, drinking coffee or drinking another tea, too much caffeine after lunch. So sometimes I mix this with a little ginseng and that gives me the energy. But this is just a nice chill drink. You pour some hot water and it mixes it. It's pretty cool. And I think it's good for you? Not sure. And to go with my bento meals, it's very essential to have a good hot sauce. I actually have a collection of hot sauce in my trailer when I shoot. I have some Italian Toroni peppers. I have the Lao Ganma, the Chinese chili oil. And this is one of my recent favorites. It's the Queen Majesty Scotch Bonnet Ginger Hot Sauce. It has a really good kick with the Scotch Bonnet, but also very sophisticated and goes well with everything. Chicken, fish, Asian food, American food. Big favorite. I think it helps my performance to feel like I'm not at work and I'm at home and I'm comfortable and I'm in my body, right? Like that's, I guess, very actor talk. But at the same time, one time I brought this Trinidadian scorpion sauce to work just for fun. It's delicious and I put it on some chicken that Brie made me. And it was so hot, completely ruined my whole face of makeup. I was sweating. They have to redo my hair and makeup for like another 30 minutes. So don't do that. Know your limits. And another one of my essentials is this. It's a hand sanitizer. It looks like a little credit card. It's this brand No Shinku. We got it in a gifting bag once, and now me and my girlfriend love this. Smells great. It almost smells like perfume. This one's actually out. How embarrassing. That's how much I use it. But it's like a wallet-sized hand sanitizer, and you just spritz it on here. And you gotta just trust me. It smells really good. I used to use some hand sanitizer before COVID because it's just easier than washing your hands at times. But ever since COVID, I have like an assortment of hand sanitizers in my house. But this is definitely the most classy, coolest, and best smelling one. And it comes with a lot of different scents. This one's called Vetiver. I also don't know why I said it in like a French accent. Like it's probably just like Vetiver. No, Shinko, if you're listening to this, send me some more. Send me a box. I need this. It's kind of expensive, I think. Oh, wait a minute. It's coming back to life. Smells like a perfume. It's beautiful. Big fan. Thanks, GQ, and these are my essentials. Thank you for tuning in, and peace.